I was boxing Dialog, was popping with it. Man, we ain't gonna talk about no boxing today. All the smoke is partially cleared from the Nipsey Hussle saga. And I just want to run across a couple of things, how I see it, view it, um, without trying to be too cliche, as if I was there like everybody else that wasn't there, makes reports. But the one thing that sticks out to me and has stuck out to me is how I believe how the media, not only the media, but I think big wigs, as I use that term, that's above a lot of things. At the visual, how they captured it on news. Everybody scattering up out of there the other night, and people getting shot, stabbed, blase, so forth. Um, of all the things, that's one of the things that stuck out to me the most. Um, who did it? Who did the shooting and who did the stabbing? Right? I haven't seen anything with anybody being proclaimed arrested to that or whatnot. And my big ordeal with that is, me personally, I believe there were implants to try and get something set off, something to jump off, set it off. That's my personal strong belief. The day before, when everybody was there was no problems. Everybody was there in good spirits. I want to say mourning, sadly, but yet happily, if that makes sense to some of you. Trying to keep the positive vibes going in a tragic situation, more or less to say, and then the next day, everybody's there, everything is good. And then that night, they had a whole bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Enforcement around, things of that nature. I even seen some videos of almost like a riot squad in different locations and things of that. So and then, like I said, then everything broke out. The news captures all of that going on with the sky choppers and all that. To me, I just think that they had implants there to purposely do that, to purposely get some type of reaction, just as well as trying to turn this into a more of it was a gang, gang violence on the murder itself, and just trying to bring that all back around to what they always bring it to. So, like I said, the murder is one thing, but the visual situation, I thought, was when they did the visual, not how everybody scattered. They catch all this live on camera, that just didn't sit well with me. And are they trying to spark something big in the city of Los Angeles? For those that don't know anything about the city of Los Angeles and the gang culture violence in the past, it's been at ease for a while. You're gonna get your killings, but it has been nothing like it can be accustomed to. And I just feel some of the things that's been done, I think that's the wave that they're trying to recatapult with that situation the other night at the visual, when the shootings and the stabbings of different people and all that. We have to really look at the big picture of things. you know. And not only that, with something like this taking headway of news and all that, there's always going to be other things going on outside of this on the backflip to keep us focused on one thing while something else big is going on as well. And not to, take the light from what we're conversating here about the Nipsey Hussle situation, but it's like, I see people always to stay woke, and no disrespect to anybody, but the ones that preach that highly, stay woke. Like, most of the time, I think those are the ones that are not woke, because you're just waking up, seeing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this stuff is new for the most part. You know what I mean? They strategically make plays on us on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. And you can talk to people about other situations that's not even related to this situation. You could talk to them till you blue in the face until their stomach gets sick. And nobody's gonna listen, because they're gonna think you crazy. But anyway, let's get back onto the topic though. Without getting too far to the left. Another thing, they got the guy in custody that did the shooting or whatnot, and for me, I'm not necessarily buying that as well, But like I said, I don't want to get too far in deep on that part. Like I said, me and hundreds and thousands of others that's doing a video, we weren't there either for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not the one to try to sit here and misconstrue the story. And I'm just trying to have a better narrative than just, playing out a conspiracy theory or the government damn blah and so forth. But I'll tell you what I do believe. I'm not gonna say conspiracy theory, nothing like that. But if it's true that the shooter dude, he quote unquote was a known snitch, and he worked with the folks, previously. I mean, it's not hard to get the paperwork on him and see if that's even a true statement, right? But if so true be to say that he is a known snitch and rat and all that good stuff, right? And then I guess he supposedly just got out not too long ago, prior to all this. But for him to be there, and then, well, is there any footage of him being there? And then coming back, I mean, that hasn't surfaced yet. And not only that, too, man, it's 2019. I mean, the video that they surfaced of the shoot, I mean, man, that looked like that was back in like 1999. That looked like some of my old high school football footage. Like it was on a VHS. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was quite off strange to the left as well. So, the things just get, it gets tricky, man. We can't feed into the first things that we see, hear, and read, you know what I mean? But, like I said, where's the video when he was there earlier that day? None of that video surfaced, you know what I mean? So that's kind of interesting to me as well. But who's to say that, he came there earlier? Who's to say he wasn't sent there by whomever, right? Let's just say whomever, to whom it may concern for us, right? That he was sent over there to go and get a situation kind of ruffled or going, or create a storyboard. You dig what I'm saying? Like, he came, he left, and then he came back, and then that's when everything happened. Who's to say he went over there and played out the first part of the storyboard, left, and then went back to whom it may concern for us, and they told him, okay, well, it's go time now. You hear what I'm saying? It's go time now for us. And then he goes back, and then, you know, we have what we have, and we're here while we're here for that reason of what, you know, what transpired. So, um, all in all, man, it's a situation that's very, very deep, and I just it was just too easy. And what? No, and this is the thing that shocked me was that it's always gonna be a fall guy somewhere. And then it's just weird, like, and then the dude was on his Instagram stating his innocence and all that. I think that's kind of odd, you know what I'm saying? If we look at that, the guy, the shooter, Eric Holder, Shitty Cubs, whatever you want to call him. Normally, we don't even get it. We don't even capture somebody. But for him to be on this thing stating his innocence, but they said he was doing a mental hospital. So, you know, maybe that's just his mental illness stating that he was, you know what I'm saying, that side of it. But normally you don't capture somebody so soon, so quick, so fast. And then on this thing, he had like he was on a flight coming from Vegas or something like that. But then yet he said that he was downtown when it happened. I mean, maybe after the fact, and he heard that his thing was going brought up. He dipped out of town. I don't know, man. It's just, that right there is like a grayish area. It's kind of weird. Makes some sense. Don't make some sense. But then, like I said, you go back. They say, yeah, he's a mental ill and was in a mental hospital. So it all gets tricky. But you know. But who's to say he didn't go back to whom it may concern for us? And then that's when they told him, okay, well, you know, it's green light time. When you go back over there, you got to do what you got to do. You know, so it's a sad situation. And me, I'm not so big on it's a sad day in hip hop thing. I mean, he was a big influence in hip hop or whatnot, but I think he was an even more big influence just as a leader, as a black leader. But the thing is, if you listen to his music, it's just like I said, he's a leader. You can almost put him in the categories of revolutionary for the work that he did. You know what I mean? It's just sad that part of it. Yes, he was a great musician and all of that. But like I said, I think for me, it's a bigger situation on the activist work in this community that he did. That's priceless. The music is priceless too, and we'll have that forever. But just being in this community, standing what he stands for, you know, that's more of a major impact to me, you know. But anyway, man, I just wanted to chime in a little bit and drop my half a cent. Like I said, without going in too deep and trying to portray as if I was there. And I just, some of the narratives I've been reading from some people and listening to is just, man, it's ridiculous. But like I said, man, just look at it all in a nutshell before you make these crazy, wild assumptions, you know? But anyway, man, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. And to all his family, his children, his homeboys, and all that, you know, for his genuine loved ones, it's gonna be tough, man. But you know, as they say, you know, we gotta keep pushing, man, because we can't get nobody back that we lost, and it's gonna be hard, especially for the genuine loved ones, for the genuine ones that loved him and had genuine love for him. It's gonna be tough, but you got to get through those days. Talk to me on Boxing Dialog.